Fellow citizens of the OECS, another year has come to an end, heralding at the same time the new year that is 2014. For us in the OECS region, it has been a full and engaging year, with its high as well as low points, successes and failures. But in all, we have persevered. We have remained focused, we have kept the faith, and kept faith in our regional endeavor, this enterprise which we call the OECS Economic Union. 2013 has been a year of continued difficulty on the international, regional, and domestic fronts. The global economic recession and the accompanying financial crisis continued to take toll on all economies, large and small, with microstates such as ours being impacted disproportionately. The global marginalization of our countries and economies continued unabated, exacerbating even further the vulnerabilities typically associated with our small size. The growth rates registered by our individual economies continued to reflect the weakness of the global economy, while national debt levels continued to be a cause for serious concern. At the same time, we were treated to constant reminders by events around the world of the threat posed to all countries, and not just to small island developing states like ourselves, by climate change and its effects. Throughout this difficult period, however, we have remained focused on the goal to which we had committed ourselves on the 25th anniversary of the OECS, that is, to deepen our integration and so to establish the Eastern Caribbean States Economic Union. We kept faith in the idea that it was only through the deepening of the OECS integration process would we be able to withstand the global pressures which we had then anticipated. So motivated, we remained focused on building upon the achievements which we had secured since then, including the signing and ratification of the revised Treaty of Bastia, the establishment of a regime for the free movement of persons, and the establishment of the OECS People's Assembly. 2013 was therefore a year of consolidation and of bringing the OECS Economic Union closer to operationalization. There is still much work to be done in this regard, but I assure you that our goal of a united economic and financial space is getting ever closer to realization. Ladies and gentlemen, as I had indicated earlier, we were treated throughout 2013 to constant reminders of our own vulnerability via the experience of others. Within the last few days, we were reminded again, this time via the direct experience of our own member states. As you are aware, on December 24th and 25th, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, Dominica, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines experienced severe infrastructural damage and loss of life as a result of heavy rains and subsequent flooding and landslides. The timing of these events could not have been worse, coming at a time when the general and public expectation was for joy and peace and good cheer, but also at a time of severe economic and fiscal distress for our member states. Upon my visit to those countries in order to assess the damage and to offer the support of our organization, I was struck with awe by two things. The first was the sheer magnitude of the fiscal devastation, and the second was the almost stoic resolve of the inhabitants of those countries to rebuild their homes, their communities, and their countries, to get their countries and themselves up and running in the shortest possible time. The images of resilience, of determination, and of confidence were indeed reassuring and conveyed not just hope, but optimism about the future of our region. Even as we commiserate with our brothers and sisters in those countries and mourn with them over their loss, I am reassured through their indomitable spirit that the future of our region remains full of promise. I am confident that ours is a resolve that cannot be broken, whether by man or by nature. We will prevail. It is in this spirit, therefore, that I call upon all of you, dear citizens of the OECS, to look with confidence toward the future. There are growing indications that growth is slowly but steadily returning to key economies such as the United States and to the global economy in general. The picture that has been emerging is one which should provide encouragement and hope. The global economy may finally be experiencing the turnaround which we have all been hoping for. As we all contemplate the future, I would like to wish each and every one of you a bright and productive 2014. May God continue to shine his countenance upon us all and give us the strength, courage, and resolve to prevail against the challenges and to seize the opportunities which will present themselves in the new year. Thank you, and may God continue to bless all nations and its peoples of the OECS.